I recently got a bunch of Moldavite, a bunch of new pieces. And then I ended up going through this crazy moment where I was like filling my pockets. I had my pockets full of like these giant pieces, just my entire jacket pocket, my pants pockets, and I was stuffing them in myself. And I'm going about my day, and I started realizing that I was having like zero thoughts at all. And like I felt like this hollow, empty shell, and I was like, and it blew my mind again. It literally blew my mind at how powerful Moldavite is. And you guys can look forward to some videos of that coming out soon. But in this video, what I wanted to do is actually share my current crystal collection with you guys. It's changed since the last time I've done videos like this. My intention in this video is to make a lot of sales on my crystal store below, where I'm selling almost all the crystals I'm going to be showing you in this video, except my personal pieces. Why I'm making a video specifically with this intention is because right now I've been living in Sedona in an apartment we've been renting. We're moving out and we are going back on the road to live in our van in Mount Shasta. There's some serious work that needs to be done on the van for us to be able to have it work and to live in it again. And I also have to get a new computer to be able to make my YouTube videos. My desire is to make a lot of sales to be able to fund that work that I need to do, because we're moving out in 2 days. Man, time moves fast. So that's the deal, guys. That's the truth. I've got a huge sale going on below at my store, like the biggest one that I've ever done. The situation yields itself well to anybody who's looking for a really good deal on a crystal vendor they could trust. So this is the first time I have ever shown this in a video. I'm like 99% sure. Now, this piece of phenakite is from Madagascar, and it's in my top 3 most prized possessions. You see that? It's got rutile in it. The energy of this piece is just incredible. Let me know if you're energy sensitive and you're feeling the vibe from the camera. What do you feel from this? For me, it feels like the sun is just like shining so powerfully through me. I feel so elevated and energized. And my other personal crystals I've got here, this is my personal piece of Diamantina Lemurian quartz. This piece has been very special to me. It was the first one that I ever got, and I just love it so much. This one is so elevating to me and helps me to connect to all these different versions of myself. And ultimately, for me, this is the crystal that's like the symbolic energy of like freedom. And I could be anywhere in the entire universe. And it's like this unlimited, confident, like sexy feeling. I love Diamantina Lemurian quartz. It's always going to have such an incredible special place in my heart. This is my Diamantina Lemurian quartz. I do have a really awesome collection of these, some more of my personal pieces, and some that are available on our store. I'll show you guys too. This piece of Moldavite here, can you see that, Ruby? You see how cool that is? This Moldavite is insane. I carry this one in my pocket almost daily right now. I almost feel like it's like hard to not shake holding it. This one is incredible. I mean, you can probably tell. This is a really, really nice piece. And I always feel such a different like personality vibe energy from them. This one is just super, super vibrant and abundant energy. I love this one. I've been hoarding it to myself for a while and only recently uploaded it on the store, mostly just due to the situation, and I do feel like it's meant for somebody else. I already have my personal piece, which I'll show you. Can you see that all right? Mm-hmm. This is my personal Moldavite piece I've had for a while. I'll show you guys the backside too. This piece is like my soul piece, you know? So this is Libyan desert glass. Got this light here to help show you guys. And this one, you know, some of these I'm not going to spend a super long time talking about them because you guys have seen these ones that I'm showing you. I mean, I've got playlists and playlists full of videos talking about the energy of these. This is like manifestation, bringing in positive changes in your life. It's the most incredible energy for manifestation, in my personal opinion, for just connecting to that wealthy, abundant, successful self. These are my personal selenites. And this is actually what Ruby got me, one of the gifts she got me for Christmas. And they're from Greece, and they're very special. You guys probably might not have seen selenite like this before. It's very unique energy, and I freaking love it. This is called a Nika. I don't know if I'm pronouncing that correctly, selenite. So you guys might not know this about me, but selenite's actually one of my favorite crystals. I always have a serious abundance of it. I've got my earrings. These are my citrine earrings, Moldavite earrings, my Libyan desert glass necklace. This one's an angel chime piece. And I haven't been wearing this one often lately. You guys might have seen it's not in my videos usually because I'm actually working with a different crystal right now. Yeah, freaking sweet. Okay, and that one's called zincite. And it takes up the spot that this one hangs at. This is my blue kyanite. These are Brazilian phenicites. I love the vibe of these. I've got like a crystal vest I go on hikes with. I feel these in there and I just feel so lit and pumped. And I love that there's such a distinct difference in the energy between Brazilian phenicite and my Madagascar phenicite. Like it's such a difference in the focus of the energy. In here, I have my other phenicites. I've got them in a little bag right now, which I know is kind of weird. It looks like I've got like drugs or something, but these are Burmese phenicites. Cut like this is very rare and the mine is not really producing these anymore. So I'm kind of like hoarding these to myself right now. Sometimes I get into wearing like a headband and I always put these in my headband. This is an extremely rare poison green, perfect museum quality Moldavite. And that's why I've got it in my personal kit because it's like when you get pieces this nice, it is challenging to let them go, to be honest, coming from someone who sells crystals, you know? You see how that's why it's called poison green. You see that? This piece is so amazing. It is kind of hard to let them go sometimes because I like wearing them and working with them. But the way I kind of look at it, if it sells, like on our store, sometimes I get something I like, I upload it. If it sells, it's the universe. I trust it. I know that that's going to the right place. Sometimes I upload something that never sells and it stays there forever. And it's like, okay, universe, like it's mine. Do you have any crystals that you just feel like it's a part of you? Like it's so specifically yours. It's like this intimate relationship, you know? To me, it's like having like with a life partner, like a romantic partner, like with my fiance, like she's probably making a funny face behind the camera right now. I have intimate relationships with my crystals. And the more intimate they are, the more I feel that special connection. I notice I get a lot more of an incredible experience, like with the energy, with the power, with the way that that energy ripples into my reality. It's incredible. And so now I'm going to show you guys some of the pieces of the really cool Moldavite collection I was talking about in the beginning, things like that we have on our store. I think you're really going to like these. And I would just recommend, I know I'm saying like, hey, you know, the intention of this video, it is to sell crystals. It 100% is. That's the reason I'm making this video. And I appreciate everybody who wants to support and take advantage of the good deal. But I also want to be realistic to you, from a crystal lover to a fellow crystal lover. The best thing you could do with your crystals is get the one that speaks to you personally. That's what I've learned. The one that speaks to you personally, where there's this feeling of it calling to you. It looks really cool. Those are always the most powerful pieces. So I highly recommend that if you are going to check out any of these crystals I'm talking about, if you don't see one that resonates on my store, just look in some other places, because like I said, I want to be honest about that. It's best to get one that speaks to you. I wanted to show you guys my epic grid right here. This, and obviously we're moving out, you know, but this has been the generator for our home. It's been so powerful. Look at this giant selenite. There's my hand to show you some contrast there, the size difference. You see that? If you're wondering what that is, I painted that for Ruby for Christmas. That's us. And then these are some of the other diamantino Lemurian quartz pieces I've got here. I keep them on our grid, and basically when we go on hikes, I feel called to take them with me sometimes, so I pick one. So I work with a lot of these different ones. If you're weirded out by the spider web growing in here, Ruby and I actually like spiders in our house, so we don't move them. That's why they're there, because we actually like them. This is called a Kachina doll. Anybody else have Kachina doll? I love this guy. He protects the space. He blesses the space. He's holding a diamantino Lemurian quartz there. He's activating the high vibrations. We got some of the other ones here too. Check that out. That one's a super awesome angel chime. As you guys can see, I have a deep, deep obsession with Lemurian quartz. I really like it a lot. If you're wondering what this one is, this is sugilite. And if you see these weird little vials, it's ormus, okay? That's powdered ormus. Just making sure you know I don't have some crazy drugs in there. This one I put in here because this one I carry around in my bag sometimes. I mean, look at that. I have never seen any of this kind of like quality and clarity of the energy, the way that it moves. It's amazing. This one I thought was really unique. So again, but guys, these are ones that I have up on the store. This one is really unique piece that we actually found at a store here in Sedona. This one, which is in my opinion, aside from my personal piece that I showed you guys, because like obviously it's my personal piece, I'm obsessed with it. This is one of the most epic pieces that I've ever had come through my hands. And we probably sold like at least 300 pieces of diamantina marine quartz. It's kind of my specialty. You know, that's my shit right there. It's got like 12 records on there. It says on the store, but it's just so dope. And I love that it stands up like that. It's a perfect piece, seriously. And something else I've noticed about these, when you get these different colors in there, I always notice that affects the energy too. Like I always notice for me, crystals that have this like gold, yellow, kind of phantom-like thing going on in there, I always feel like more of a sunshiny, abundant feel with them. Right here, we've got the last of our obsidian, which I actually harvested myself in Mount Shasta at a very magical place called Medicine Lake. By the time you're seeing this video, I hope that I will have had the time to upload the majority of these and put up some of the new necklaces we made. But this is my favorite obsidian. I honestly think the reason I like it so much is because I found it, and it reminds me of the energy of this ancient lake that we were at, far away from all of the people in society, and it was a very healing experience for me. So that's what these remind me of. They really emanate that vibe to me. Incredible protection energy. We've got tons of black tektites. Another one of my favorites. Black tektite and obsidian are my two favorite protection crystals. I just love it. I have an angel chime piece myself. I really love the angel chime crystals. So we've got all these different pieces of Moldavite. A lot of them, this one's really cool. I love that wrap. A lot of them have wraps. And this one, check that out. This one is really, really cool. This is one of the ones I was talking about in the beginning of the video. I was just walking around with my pockets filled with these. I love this piece. This is another perfect, super high quality museum grade piece. Here's another awesome one. I'm just going to go through and show you guys each piece. And I won't talk about them as much because I'll make this a really unnecessarily long video. This one is awesome. This is another perfect museum piece. This is a hedgehog. These are very rare and special. And I love the shape of this one. We were thinking about turning this one into an amulet. But for me, I prefer my Moldavites like to be able to be held in my hand. So basically, if any of you guys want to buy one of these Moldavites, for example, and you want it wrapped, we'll wrap it for you. We have a listing on there that you just add to your cart, and then we'll wrap it into a necklace for you. This one is sweet, right? This is another one of the ones I was carrying around in my pocket. You guys could probably figure like, okay, the ones that I'm carrying around are just like crazy epic pieces. I love that part. It's so cool. It's another really cool piece. I love the tone of this one's vibe. This one I was thinking about keeping and turning into an earring, but it's too heavy. This one's 5.21 grams, and I realized that for my sensitive ears, I would not want to hold that. But look how cool this one is. I love the ones where there's that almost kind of like, it's like this dusted look to it. I just love them. Here's another really awesome one. So these are cleaned on an ultrasonic vibration machine. And that's how we get them so clean like this. It like literally that vibrates all of the dust out of it. It's really epic. This is the last one I'm going to show you. This one I really think is so cool because it literally reminds me of the violet flame of transformation. It reminds me of holy fire. It literally looks like a flame. I thought that was really cool. Yeah, we've got all these different Moldavites, by the way, because obviously Moldavite's expensive. And even with the sale we're doing, if you're new to Moldavite, you'll probably realize that. But we do have lots of little things that we're having more and more available now. Like little Moldavites. And we just made these. I'll hopefully upload these by the time the video posts. But these are the super activated Moldavites. with the Libyan desert glass. So these are like mini manifestation amulets for you guys. So we've got all kinds of cool stuff like that coming out right now. We've got these. We've got just 3 of these. This was a new thing. We were trying to see how you guys like it. I've got mini Lemurian quartz pieces. Some of these are really special. There's record keepers. There's angel chimes. These are, if you remember 2 years ago, I used to wear a vest that had these exact ones from this set strapped to my vest. People always thought I was so funny. This one is really cool. This is Moldavite LDG, Libyan desert glass. We're waiting to see who's the right home for this one. This bad boy is an epic piece of LDG. And we've had this one for a while. I think this is the biggest sale I've put on this piece before, so maybe someone will get it now. And they all come on adjustable cord necklaces, by the way. We got all kinds of combinations, as you can see. We like to use Moldavite because it's my favorite. It's kind of my calling card, you know. That's with citrine. We've got other mini ones. Check that out. That's with topaz right there. That's a new one. Yeah. You guys wouldn't have seen that one before, I don't think. We've got some others going on. Like these we actually got from my friend who got these from the mine. Mount Shasta. Yeah. Oregon, I think. Yeah, exactly. They're just up north of Mount Shasta, like 1 hour into Oregon. It's fire opal. Jelly grade, if you guys were wondering. So I think we're going to try to wrap some of these into necklaces for you. This is something cool that I never mentioned to you guys. My friend Bill, awesome guy, he makes these tensor generators and tensor rings. I was not really super with it with the information on these. He sent me a bunch to see if you guys would like it on our store. And I haven't really talked about them. But for me, I get this funny thing where like sometimes I get a headache and I know it's ridiculous, but I put it like this and I wear it out into the river and I notice a difference. There's like a calming, almost kind of like empty peacefulness to them. And that's what Ruby and I experienced from them. I heard there's a whole bunch of benefits and stuff Bill talks about in the description where we're selling these for him. You can read what he has to say about it. He's like a professional. He knows all the specifics about it. But I thought it would be cool to show you guys in this video too, because I hadn't showed that to you guys before. This is one of our most powerful crystals. Her name is Sinky. This is the last space I'll show you. This is our other grid area. This is our Organite generator filled with a bunch of crystals and stuff in there. We've got our little cactus guys. Plants are totally energy generators too. That there that you're looking at is one of my favorite pieces of diamantine Lemurian quartz that we've got. I'm probably going to keep that one and try to somehow install it in our new van setup. And this is the view that we have outside our kitchen window, by the way. So I know I never really gave you guys like a house tour. I'm not going to do it right now because we are packing out and it looks like we are slobs. And we are a little bit sometimes, to be honest. But right now, it's just because we're packing. Oh, I totally forgot to show you. Check this out. This has actually been passed down in my family for a few generations. So this one you'll never see uploaded on my store. It's like a family relic. Isn't that cool? I love this guy. Love him. I love him. But yeah, I just want to let you guys know we are going to be building out the van. If you guys are still here, this is just a quick channel update. We're going to be building out the van. Hopefully, we're able to make enough sales in a shorter period of time to be able to do that and get on the road. But if you don't see me for a few days, as if I'm out of that schedule of the posting of videos, or you don't hear from me, it's because we're still working on the project and haven't been able to make it to Shasta yet. I'm basically going to take a break from videos so I can just fully dive in to building the van. I forgot to show you this too. It's my Larimar ring.
Oh, Sam. And the gifts. Show them the gifts.
The gifts. You're right, Ruby. The gifts.
The gifts.
I forgot. Ruby was really excited to tell you guys. We really do appreciate you all so much. And everyone who's been purchasing from our store just in general, you guys are what support and fuel our entire life. I mean, this is what we do. You know, this is what supports the YouTube channel. And we really appreciate you guys. So we got all different new gifts and things. And we like that everyone who buys something, our goal is that they feel like they got way more than they paid for and feels like a winner. So we like to go through and choose special gifts. Sometimes you get Tektites, sometimes you get LDG. We've got all these different gifts and we're really getting set up right now to really dive back into our store, making a bunch of new jewelry and stuff. And that's how we sustain ourselves on the road too. So you guys can definitely count on seeing our store full, thriving, and all kinds of exciting things on the way. Thanks so much for watching the video. Thanks for checking out the store below and just checking and seeing if something resonates with you. And much love to you guys. I'll see you for the next video. We appreciate you. See you later.